Hey everyone, this is Lonnie and all of your red panels out there. Have a great day so far because you are the sweetest thing out there, and I'm back with more Minecraft. And I decided that Minecraft will be a thing for me. Okay, maybe not so dramatic it could be, but yes, I decided that Minecraft will be a thing where I'm spending time talking about things and taking up questions people asking instead of making a general ask me video and things like that. I decided that if people want to ask me things or generally want me to speak about things or asking, write in the comment box and I will take it up on next Minecraft video. But for now I did actually decide I wanted to talk about my first job. Oh yeah, this is my home. I've been building this. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. Melons! Yay! But yeah, so I've been building a little house here. I'm actually very proud of it so far. But yeah, and I decided this very first video will be dedicated to talk about my very first job I did have. I mean, I wasn't YouTubing and things like that. It wasn't my very first job, of course. And I'm turning 30 in about 2 months. Not even that. Yes, my sheep. Yes, grow and get stronger. But yeah, so I had a couple jobs over my time. I mean, I quit school and all that, and as you should go. And, well, I quit school, you know, and with gymnasium here in Sweden and all that. So, oh my god, it's so freaking black! Okay, this is weird. Camera, I'm kind of scared now. Is this hell? Is it weird? That was very weird. Is this the void? But yeah, so when I quit school, it was like many people were thinking like, yeah, maybe I should go and study and things like that, you know. For me, it was like, nope, I need to help my family, I need to support them. So I decided to get working, you know. God damn, this is fucking dangerous, man. But yeah, and so like 1 week after I quit school, I did find a job. Yes, I did. I was very lucky because I'd never been in this place before, and I was like, can I get a job here? And they're like, well, you can get the Matilda job here. And of course, I was like, well, okay, here we go. I'm gonna get to work. And of course, it wasn't a very grand job or anything like that. The place was called Trailboy Compound Rubber Factory. So literally I was making rubber. Not the rubber aka condoms. No, I was testing them. Okay, that kind of joke was pulled a lot. I mean, every time I told everyone that I'm working in a rubber factory, everyone but, oh, you're making condoms? Or do you try them? I'm like, no, I was actually making the rubber masses I was working was for like car tires. Little packs, you know, the rubber packs you have in engines and things like that. So they were used very many things actually. It was pretty impressive actually. It was, but yeah. So that was my first job, and was it nice? Was it cool? No, it wasn't. It was really not cool. I did, however, one thing it actually did teach me. It was that. Was to be able to work hard, you know, as well, not be afraid of being dirty. And when I'm telling you being dirty, and if people doubt that, but like, how do you know about having a hard, dirty job? Then I'm gonna show you, this was how it looked like after 8 hours at my place, well, that place I was working at. That was how you look like after you've been working a few hours there. I mean, seriously, that was so dirty, that fucking job. I mean, I look like I've been down in a chimney. Because one major ingredient in making these rubber masses was soft. You know, like soft from the black powder shit. That was so fucking you know, my arms, like, when you looked at it, you could see in the pores black dots because it was crawling into the skin. And it could take weeks before it got clean. So when the vacation came, and you started to shower to get rid of this, you know, It took like weeks to get it out. And when you're about like, yes, I'm white again, I'm clean, and then like, you gotta work tomorrow. Fuck! And then we were as dirty like forever again. So yeah, that was a really nasty dirty work for sure, and heavy. Because the thing with this factory was that it was very, very not good at all. The thing was that it was very old. They didn't take care of it. I mean, they didn't really improve on it. I mean, while they have more modern factories nearby and all that, but this factory, fuck no. So many machines that was gonna help us carrying, lifting things, you know, like you have a vacuum sucking lifting device, like that helps you lifting heavy. Yeah, so it's easing on your shoulders and back and things like that. It didn't really work, so we ending up lifting those bags and things like that yourself. I mean, and generally a bag or a big chunk of rubber that was used generally weighed about 25 to 30 kilos. And while one bag is like, yeah, sure, I can deal that, I can lift that up. But when you do that a couple of hundred times in one day, it adds up. I counted on one working day, on one shift, did I collectively lift over 3.5 tons in materials. I'm surprised I didn't break. I mean, I did, seriously, I did, so many times did I hurt my back and stretch my shoulders and things like that. It was a very crazy job. However, luckily, most of the people that worked there were really, really great. Seriously, they were so fucking awesome. Most of them, of course, there are some shitlords. Many of them were from different countries. We had a guy that I called Mario. His actual name was Gabriel. He was from Chile, and the fun thing was that the main color of the outfits we had there was blue pants and red shirt. So imagine when a short, fat guy with a big black mustache wearing these clothes looks like. Oh, it's Super Mario! And it was even more fun that he was actually on that as well. He was like, it's a me, Mario! Super fun. Lots of funny guys there, and we had like a guy from Vietnam. He was, we called him the Flash because he was so fucking fast when he was working. I mean, he was literally really good, very efficient and things like that. Oh yeah, and they also gave me a nickname. Ninja Mike. Ninja. Well, that was one of two nicknames actually, because reason why they called me Ninja was because I actually had the ability to either just vanish. I mean, I could do, not that I vanished to, oh my god, this is dark. Not that I did vanish to, you know, run away and hide and not work, but I could vanish, we could be talking and then I suddenly could be gone and to do something else, working or things like that. And they were like, where did Michael go? As well, that I did have the ability to find things no one else would. Well, would, or rather could. We had like certain materials that could vanish. They couldn't find it in the storage spaces, and I mean, it was a pretty big place. And then I was like, I gotta see if I can find it. 10 minutes later, I came back with a truck. Look, I found it! They're like, what the fuck? What? So yeah, that was pretty fun actually. Melons, I love that. Actually, I really hate melons. For some reason, I really don't like melons. I don't know why. They don't sing my song. Yes, but and the other nickname they gave me was Pølsemann. Pølsemannen. Pølse is a Danish sausage, which is kind of ironic considering I'm Swedish and we were in Sweden working and all that. But so that they called me that the Pølseman. It was like the sausage man, because I have the idea that many times when I was eating, I bought a package of sausages, and then I just ate them. You know, like I walk around there. I mean, I didn't spend time making. What did you say about my mama? You're damn cheap. But yeah, so I spend lots of time going around eating the sausages. So they turned to call me the Pølseman and wonder when I'm gonna start a hot dog selling hot dogs at the factory. Oh gosh, that was pretty fun actually. So that was a couple of things. I mean, the entire place though was a mess, literally. I worked there for like 4 or 5 years, and the first half year I worked, I was only you know what they call it. I don't really know. I mean, literally, I means I worked there just momentarily. I'm not really employed. I just work there for the moment. And in Sweden, we have rules that after half a year, you need to employ this person, or I need to go and they can't take in another one. It's a part of the employing things we have here, which is quite good actually. Can be quite messed up, but I think it's perfect. So yeah, cheers. I need my coffee. It's been a rough day for me. But yeah, so after half year, I've been working there, and they said like, yeah, you need to go now, and I'm like, oh, I need a job. I mean, it wasn't a good job. It wasn't fun. It was dirty as fuck and all that, and it was heavy. But I needed a job. I needed to support my father, my siblings, and all that. So that was one reason. The main reason why I worked there. I gotta pick flowers because flowers are. I love flowers. Yes, I do. I might even study about flowers. That's gonna be so fucking fun, actually. But yeah, so I decided that I'm gonna go and visit my mother. She lives. It takes about 2-3 hours by train from where I live to her place. Her place. So it's not very often I meet her. So I decided like, whoops. Why not? Why not? Okay, I've been working now. Let's go for a few days at least and try to relax a bit. You know, visit my mom and all that. And the next day, when I was already there at my mother's place, the boss called me like, "Hey, Mike, can you get down here and work again?" Like I'm like, "What? Why? Oh gosh, why? We need an extra man now, and we're gonna employ you and all that." I'm like. Yeah, well, sure, but I'm a bit far away, so you need to give me 2-3 days until I can come back. And they were okay with that. And then I got employed there in the end. But they tried to, you know, they tried with this thing that if they hire me for half a year, they don't need to employ me, and then they fire me, and then they hire me again for do that 6 months again, without really hiring me. Well. Employ me, and that is a thing that many companies, things like that, are trying to abuse. Luckily, they have been, oh gosh, very hard rules about that, so they try to solve that. Oh yeah, and how do they work? How do they make rubber? Honestly, I think the idea itself is very cool. I mean, for people that haven't worked with it or seen it, I can understand it sounds like very weird. I mean. Well, probably kind of weird, but like, what kind of gamer YouTuber are you talking about making rubber in your Minecraft video? And I'm like, it's me, Lano. I'm doing weird shit on my channel. I hope you love me anyways, because I love you all, because you are freaking amazing. But yeah, seriously, so I was working with this, and making rubber is usually a couple of compounds you need. You need, of course, a basic rubber. This is like, well, rubber, of course, you use rubber to make rubber. It's like using basic rubber is like water that you need to make soda. While rubber itself, you can use things for it, but we're gonna make it to something so it get different. What do you call it? Values and usages. I mean, rubber can be very elastic, or it can be very hard. It can be heat resisting, and oh my god, it's an entire. It's the flying spaghetti masters and his offsprings. But yeah, so that is one compound, and of course, soft was one. That was the main reason why it became so freaking dirty in that place. Another important compound was different chemicals to give it different properties and things like that for the rubber. So that was, and when we had that, we had what we call a mixer, and it's like you know, when you're baking. Baking was the perfect way to explain this when I started to learn this profession. One of the coaches, the leaders, and what the heck is that for weird shit? What? He explained it like, We take the ingredients, putting them on a conveyor belt, because it makes it easier to put them in the mixer. The mixer is a big like a big oven. It's open up, you put down the ingredients in the order it's needed, because sometimes you need to like add oil in a certain point, because certain oils need to be certain warm, and seriously, it could be complicated as fuck to make rubber to a fucking car tire, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, so that was the thing. So you push these things into this mixer, and the mixer is like, you know, those when you're making cream and things like that, but those things, imagine them but weighing a couple of hundred kilos, two of them. And I had nightmares, because I just imagine if you fell down in that, it would instantly kill you, because it would crush you. And then there's a big stump, it's like pressing down everything. So yeah, if you fell down there and it started, and the machine started, you would be dead, because that would definitely fuck everything. And of course, when that is done, it's been mixing, it's warm and nice, it's released on the, what you can call it, like, it's a big, whoa! It released, the rubber fell down on a big conveyor belt, and it was moved to big ass rolls. I mean, these rolls, and no, they weren't this big. They were between 1 to 2 meters in diameter. 1 to 2 meters right through. My god, I can't speak. Hey, oh my god, it's a piggy! Hey, Bacon! It's your neighbor! It's your relative! It's your ancestors! Oh, that's cute. But yeah, so there were 2 of them. So they were like moving constantly, like this, spinning around, and the rubber was in between there, so it was going around. He kept the rubber hot, so it didn't, because when it's cold, it started to get harder and things like that. As well, we needed to cut it so it was in certain sizes, because when we send it away, it could be in like strips, maybe this long, well, broad, or this broad. It was very different depending on the customer and what machines they had and wanted us to make rubber for. And then it was go through this baking process and into a cooling machine, which was simply that the rubber were hanging, some cold liquid shit or some sort would spray on it to cool it down, and it was slowly moving to the end where it will be placed in either on a pallet or in a box, depending on customers and things like that. I was literally working with everything, so I usually I was very flexible in that way, because if they asked me to do something, I could work with different things, and it didn't affect me too much. And that is one thing I really think was rather cool. But when you've been working with it a couple of days, it turned quite boring in the end, because and not to mention the place was actually quite dangerous. I hurt myself quite a couple of times. One was like they have these little valsvac, what they call these things that kept the rubber hot and moving. There are small blades that is pressed against this rubber to cut them to strips. And I had an open shirt, you know. I had a simple red shirt and a blue shirt on top of that, open and all. And I was working with that a little bit, rolling the rubber and things like that, when suddenly a flicker of my shirt got stuck in it. And this machine wasn't that big. I mean, it was maybe a meter in broad and things like that. However, it was so freaking strong, so it started to drag me underneath. And if it gotten under there, I would probably get damaged for life, or might even die. Because the safety boom, there are booms about chest height. So if something happened, you're supposed to hopefully slam your chest into it, so it stopped the machine instantly. The problem was that I was dragged under it instead. So I was like panicking. I was terrified, seriously. Never in my life I've been so terrified as I was then, because I was so helpless. Even if I'm a big guy, that didn't matter against that. It kind of ripped my shirt though, and I did manage to just hit the boom and stop the machine. And after that, I never stood near those machines with open shirt. I always sucked them down in my pants and made sure so nothing like that would happen again. Crazy shit. And I heard stories, that was way before I worked there. There was like a guy that he lost all of his finger in these machines because he, for some reason, had got under the boom and his fingers got stuck in the hot rubber and dragged in between. Oh, I just fy. Though of course we also had quite a fun time. I mean, we had a couple of people. It was like a guy. He was from Iceland originally, and he was a bit of a jokester. He would make up pranks and things like that. Like one prank he had, he took the phone we had in the office, well, the dining room rather, and smeared first off a bit of Vaseline on it, and then he took soft because the phone was black. And since the room was pretty dusky, oh gosh, you didn't really see that someone messed with it. So, and then he would go to someone like, yeah, it's a phone to use, Johan. And Johan will be like, okay. And the entire air smeared with black Vaseline and shit like that. Luckily, I almost fell for it. I was about, I felt my, when I realized, but wait. And my ear, it just lightly touched my ear. It was real luck because I was about like, it wouldn't be fun. But yeah, so I could probably speak even more about my first job and like that because lots of things happens there. But I will cut this video for now, but I will be back with more Minecraft later on, maybe next week with another. And of course, if you have any question, of course, as mentioned before, write them down and I will try to take them up in the next video. So thank you for watching so far, and let's see how this will be like in next episode. At the moment it's a pretty nice, it's a pretty little building, but I will be back with more, of course. So thank everyone for watching so far. With the comment, share, subscribe, like for means super much to me and helps me a lot. So thank you everyone and have a continued super great day. Somehow it's freaking as oh jävlar vad rädd jag blev, men din jävla helvetes gubbe. He scared the crap out of me! And I cannot trust him! He tried to he betrayed me once! It's kind of fun. I never know how did he get to even get to the tomb with graveyard. Where we will find him again, you know, where the Lisa and the mother was. Yes! Are you gonna run with me? Yes! You with a big gun! You with a big gun! What is in this room I'm missing? There's something, there's something.